Hello, this is Bruce McCullum, and what an honor it is for me to speak to you, albeit briefly, about education and business development as it relates to your business model. We're hearing in our offices from so many of you who've attended conferences this year or who had contemplated attending others in the spring season of next year, but who wonder whether or not it was worth it. And boy, we sure get that sentiment. Some of you have attended conferences that have been sponsored by your industry associations, and you've sat through presentations about changes in background or fingerprint check requirements for your direct care workers or other licensing adjustments, and you ask yourself the question, why do I sit through a presentation for this and spend money to hear this when, as a licensed entity, I get that announcement in the mail anyway? Or I can peruse the state's website and gather the same information within just a few minutes. Others are complaining that those conferences offer no real networking opportunities because you're only bumping into other people who do the identical thing that you do. And so there is no referral base being developed. Others attend Brain Injury Association conferences and brag about how large they are, how exciting, how well qualified some of the speakers are. But then you complain, you murmur that there's no real inclusion. You end up rubbing elbows with persons who come across as rather elitist, who've been serving a brain and spinal cord injured population for 30 and 40 years, and who've developed a rather cliquish club among themselves. And so while you pay money and you're glad to do it to support the nonprofit association and their remarkable advocacy for those who suffer those kind of injuries, you see no real route for yourself to end up successfully billing the no-fault system as a provider of care to those who have been injured in catastrophic collisions. Well, we get it. We get it. And that's why I want you to mark your calendar and arrange your budget to be present May 1st and 2nd, 2013 for a most special event. And put aside anything else you plan to do. The 16 hours needed by adult foster care administrators, 18 hours by nursing home administrators, and social workers, the continuing education element will be there. The title of the event is Abandoning the Traditional, Embracing a New World in Care. It's time for you to develop a special familiarity with how geriatric case management works. It's time for you to understand why now it's so crucial that you develop relationships with hospitals, because based upon certain restrictions Medicare is placing on them, they need partnerships with you. And we're going to teach you how to develop them and let you listen to persons from the executive hospital community and making you understand just how those relationships work, what the dynamics are about. We're going to talk about the no-fault system as well, and how you can find yourself being properly positioned as the kind of player that community and those injured persons can respect and look to be served by. Those of you looking to develop your own consulting practice, whether you're geriatric or auto injury case managers or others, we're going to spend a couple of hours helping you to understand how to position the product and how to understand that the product really is you. How collective marketing efforts positively impact any business model in assisted living, in case management, in skilled nursing, in home health care, in adult daycare. We're going to bring in an agent from the Federal Bureau of Investigation to talk to you about fraud and how to avoid certain pitfalls so you don't walk into a situation and end up in a real problematic environment simply because you didn't understand the protocol associated with that operation. May 1st and 2nd, 2013, Burton Manor, Livonia, Michigan. Abandoning the traditional, embracing a new world in care, exciting, remarkable networking opportunities, and time for you to be surrounded by the kind of people who you can benefit and who can benefit you. Even if you and I have had a disagreement in the past, I expect you to put it aside and embrace the benefits of what this will mean for you. Thanks for listening to us. I'm excited and looking forward to lunch and breakfast with you May 1st and 2nd, 2013 in Livonia, Michigan.